Hello student, I am Dr. Ajay Kumar Sinha, Professor of Chemistry. Today I am going to discuss tips for solving numerical problems based on atomic structure. This will be helpful for IIT and NEET aspirants. Now I am going to discuss tips for solving numerical problems. Atomic number, which is represented by Z, is equal to number of protons, that is equal to number of electrons in a neutral atom. This is the first point. Second, mass number, that is represented by A, capital A. Mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Third important point, 1 angstrom equal to 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. That is equal to 10 to the power minus 10 meter. 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. 1 picometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 12 meter. 1 hertz equal to 1 cycle per second. 1 hertz equal to Hz. Hertz shortcut Hz. 1 Hz is equal to 1 cycle per second. Next relation is centimeter, that is meter per second. Centimeter means meter per second is equal to frequency per second into lambda in meter. This is very important. Again I am repeating, this velocity c, small c, that is the meter per second, is equal to frequency per second into lambda in meter. Correct? Next relation, wave number. Wave number nu bar, that is equal to 1 upon lambda per centimeter or per meter. Wave number is equal to 1 upon lambda per centimeter or per meter, etc. Next relation, energy of quantum. Energy of quantum or photon. E, capital E means energy, that is equal to h nu. H nu means frequency, H Planck constant, where Planck constant H is equal to 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 27 erg second, or 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. This is very important relation. Energy of quantum, also called photon, is equal to h nu, means E is equal to h nu, where Planck constant, h is the Planck constant, and that is equal to 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 27 erg second, or 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. Next relation is Rydberg formula, that is the nu bar is equal to R, capital R, in bracket 1 upon n1 square minus 1 upon n2 square. N is the number of orbit. N1 means first orbit, N2 means second orbit. Then nu bar is equal to R in bracket 1 upon N1 square minus 1 upon N2 square. Also you can tell N1 means lower orbit, N2 means higher orbit. When the electrons jumps from outer shell, that is the N2, to inner shell N1. Correct? N2 means outer shell, higher you can tell. Inner shell, that is lower. And R is Rydberg constant. And what is the value of Rydberg constant? Then R is equal to 109,677 per centimeter. Okay, 6 digit. R is equal to 109,677 per centimeter. Question is asked. Next important point. There are many series like Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series, bracket series, Pfund series, P is the silent, Pfund series, Humphrey series. Okay. Then Lyman series. How will you get? This is a spectral series. What I discussed, Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series, bracket series, Pfund series, Humphrey series. These are called spectral series. And electronic jump. Electronic jump means from orbit number 2, 3, 4, 5 and above. From that, if it will come down to first, then it will produce Lyman series. Means for electron, if electron jumps from orbit number 2, 3, 4, 5 and more to first orbit, okay, to first orbit, lowest, then it will produce Lyman series. And Balmer series, then if electron jumps from orbit number 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. to second orbit. In first orbit, Lyman series. In second orbit, it will jump if it will jump from 3, 4, 5, 6 orbit to second orbit, then Balmer. First orbit is Lyman, but it will jump from second, third, fourth, then Lyman. If it will jump from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to second means Balmer. It will jump to third, then Paschen, but from above this means 4, 5, 6. If it is jumping to third from orbit number 4, 5, 6, 7, like that, then Paschen series. Okay. If it will jump to 4 from orbit number 5, 6, 7, then it will form bracket series. If it will jump to 5 from 6, 7, 8, means above down, above lower, what is the after that, from that, means from 6, 7, 8, it will come down to 5th, then Pfund series. And if jumps from 7, 8, 9 to 6, means one lower, then it will be Humphrey series. Again I am repeating, question is asked. Means from second, third, fourth, fifth to first orbit. First orbit means if it will come down to first, then Lyman. If it comes to second, from third, 4, 5, then third, 4, 5, 6, then Balmer. If it comes to third, from 4, 5, 6, 7, etc., then Paschen. If it comes from 5, 6, 7 to fourth, one down, only one down, then bracket. If from 6, 7, 8 to 5, then Pfund series. And when from 7, 8, 9 to 6th orbit, then it is called, it will produce Humphrey series. Okay, this question is very, very important. Now, next point, when n1 is equal to 2, when n1 is equal to 2, the above formula is called Balmer formula. Balmer, Balmer, Balmer formula. Actually, Rydberg formula I told you, nu bar is equal to R. In bracket 1 upon n1 square minus 1 upon n2 square. In that, when n1 is equal to 2, n1 is equal to 2, then that formula is called Balmer formula. Okay. Next point, angular momentum of electron. Angular momentum of electron, that is the m into v into r, mvr, is equal to nh upon 2 pi. nh upon 2 pi. Angular momentum of electron, mvr, mass, velocity and radius, m into v into r, is equal to nh upon 2 pi. Next, if for electronic jump between two cells, for electronic jump between two cells, that is the delta E, is equal to E2 minus E1. E2 is higher energy level, E1 is lower energy level. Energy level is also called orbit or cell. Then delta E is equal to E2 minus E1, that is equal to h nu. Next, kinetic energy of the photoelectron ejected. If electrons come out from the metal surface, that time what will be the kinetic energy? That expression is given by half mv square. Half mv square, that is equal to h nu minus h nu 0. h nu 0. Remember, kinetic energy of the photoelectron ejected, means coming out from the metal surface, that is equal to half mv square. And half mv square equal to half mv square is equal to h nu minus h nu 0, where nu is the frequency of the incident radiation and nu 0 is the threshold frequency. Nu 0 is the threshold frequency, or h nu 0 is called threshold energy, also called work function. Correct? H nu 0 is called threshold energy, or also called work function. Correct? Now, next, number of waves in the nth orbit is equal to what? N. It's a number of orbit, both are equal. Number of waves in the nth, small n, nth orbit is equal to n, means same. If it is 5, then number of waves will be 5. Fifth orbit, fourth orbit, 4. Then waves will be 4. Third will be, if n is equal to third, then wave number will be 3. Okay, number of waves in the nth orbit is equal to n. Okay, small n means orbit number. Next, radius of nth orbit. Radius of nth orbit may be second, third, fourth, first orbit also. A radius of nth orbit of H-like particles, means hydrogen-like particles, that is called Rn. A small r down a small n, Rn, that is equal to n square into h square divided by 4 pi square m z e square k. Again I am telling you Rn, that is the radius of nth orbit, small n, Rn is equal to n square, h square, small n square into h square. N is the number of orbit, divided by n square into h square divided by 4 pi square m z e square into k. And after putting the value of h, pi, m, z means atomic number, e and k, you will get z you leave it, atomic number will vary, you leave it, then putting the value of pi n, putting the value of h, pi, m, e and k, that is a permittivity of air divided by vacuum, that is called permittivity, asylum naught, asylum naught, that is called permittivity of air in comparison to vacuum. Then where that k is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, 4 pi epsilon naught, that is the k. Then putting the value of all these means pi, m, e and k, you will get Rn is equal to 0.529 n square divided by z angstrom. Okay. In CGS, k is equal to 1. In CGS unit, centigram second CGS, in that k is equal to 1. And in SI unit, k value is k is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 joule meter per coulomb. Okay, that is the k value in SI unit, 9 into 10 to the power 9 joule meter per coulomb. Next, radius of first orbit of H atom. Radius of first orbit of H atom, that is the R1, that is equal to A0, small a0, that is equal to 0.529 angstrom. This is very, very important. Radius of first orbit of H atom is equal to, that is the R1, is equal to 0.529 angstrom. And radius of nth orbit of H atom, in H atom may be many orbit. Okay, then for first orbit, R1 is equal to 0.529 angstrom. But for nth orbit, second, third, fourth, like that, that is equal to 0.529 n square angstrom. N square, orbit number square, n square angstrom. Next, radius of nth orbit of H-like particles, hydrogen-like particles. Then here, all things will be the same, only you have to divide by Z. You have to divide by Z. Okay, Z is atomic number. Then radius of nth orbit of H-like particles, that is equal to, means Rn is equal to 0.529 n square divided by Z angstrom. What I discussed, radius of nth orbit for H atom, that there you have considered n square, 0.529 into n square angstrom. Here, hydrogen-like particles, you have to divide by Z in this equation. Okay, means for hydrogen-like particles, radius of nth orbit Rn is equal to 0.529 n square divided by Z angstrom. Now, velocity of electron in the nth orbit, velocity of electron in the nth orbit In each orbital, velocity will vary. Then velocity of electron in nth orbit is equal to k. K means same things. K is equal to, that is the permittivity of air divided by vacuum. I am telling out. K is a constant. That depends upon epsilon naught. K is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. You remember. Then velocity of electron in the nth orbit, that is equal to k constant into 2 pi z e square divided by nh. Again I am telling you, velocity of electron in nth orbit is equal to k. K means constant. That constant only, k is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. That k into 2 pi z e square divided by nh. Next, number of revolution. Number of revolution of electron per second in nth orbit. Number of revolution of electron per second in the nth orbit, that is equal to velocity divided by 2 pi r. You remember, velocity divided by 2 pi r. But r, which orbit? Maybe first, second, third, fourth, then rn you can write. Velocity divided by 2 pi rn. Okay. Then that you will get number of revolution of electron per second. Number of revolution of electron per second in the nth orbit is equal to velocity divided by 2 pi r n. 2 pi rn means nth orbit. Next, for H-like particles, like helium plus 1 plus, lithium 2 plus, etc. Energy of electron. Now I am talking about energy. Energy of electron, radius I have discussed, velocity I discussed, now energy. Then for H-like particles, He1 plus, lithium 2 plus, for this energy of electron in the nth cell, En is equal to minus 2 pi square m z square E4 divided by n square h square. Again you remember, expression is very, very important, energy expression. All three expressions are important. Then En is equal to minus 2 pi square m z square E4 divided by n square into h square. And for h, z is equal to 1, atomic number 1. For h means z is equal to 1. Now if you put the value of z is equal to 1, then you will get En is equal to minus, after putting all values, means m value, z value, e value, h value, then only n will be not, n is variable, you can't put. After putting all value for z is equal to 1 means hydrogen, you will get En is equal to minus 21.78 into 10 to the power 19, minus 19 divided by n square, joule per atom. Joule per atom. Again I am repeating, En is equal to minus 21.78 into 10 to the power minus 19 divided by n square, joule per atom. Again this is a joule per atom. You want to write in kilojoule per mole. Same things, energy in kilojoule per mole. Why I discuss joule per atom. Now kilojoule per mole. What will be the value? Then that is equal to minus 1312 divided by n square. That is a kilojoule per mole. If you want to write in kilocalorie per mole, kilocalorie means joule you want to write in calories, then you divide by roughly by 4, correct? 4.12 exactly. Then you will get energy will be, energy in kilocalorie you will get minus 313.6 divided by n square. Then all three energy in 3 unit I told you in term of joule per atom, that is minus 21.78 into 10 to the power minus 19 divided by n square, and in kilojoule per mole minus 1312 divided by n square, kilojoule per mole, and in kilocalorie per mole that is equal to minus 313.6 divided by n square, kilocalorie per mole. Okay. Now if you want to tell in electron volt, energy in electron volt, then that will be minus 13.6 divided by n square electron volt. Okay, minus 13.6 divided by n square electron volt. Now we want to tell in erg per atom, ergs per atom, then that is equal to minus 21.78 into 10 to the power minus 12 divided by n square. You know that 10 to the power 7 R is equal to 1 joule. That relation you know. 10 to the power 7 ergs is equal to 1 joule. Hence, if joule you want to convert into ergs, then divide it by 7. 10 to the power 7, then you will get 10 to the power 12. 19 will become 12, minus 12. Hence, in erg you will get joule you can convert in erg by dividing by 10 to the power 7. Minus 19 divided by 10 to the power 7, you will get 10 to the power minus 12. Means 21.78 into 10 to the power minus 12 divided by n square. All things will be like joule per atom. Only have to divide by 10 to the power 19 divided by 10 to the power 7. Okay. Then it will become 10 to the power minus 12. Okay. And that will be also per atom. Now for hydrogen like particle, what will be the energy relation? Then for H like particles, that was only for H, hydrogen atom. Now hydrogen like He1 plus Li2 plus, for that energy will be Z square En. Z square En, small n, nth orbit En. Then now today I am stopping only here, and many relations are there. Then I have discussed many relations, and further many relations are remaining. Then I will discuss next class. Okay. Thank you.